to assume that I can use my flight monk bullshit out of combat as well, so I should be good as well.
You can get down. What? Let me check the specific text on where your flight bullshit is. What page is that on?
It is page 71.
I thought so.
Like a cheat point.
The slow fall is the passive effect of it. The flight is the key power.
Win.
Yeah.
So you can spend 1 point of key during your turn to gain flight until the end of your turn. It would be it's greater than a. It's a double move to get down there, and then a double move to get back up. You'd have to spend your 2 remaining key points, but you could do it.
I mean, I'm not too worried about down because of the passive effect of Leap and Wind.
Yes.
Which
it would cost you a point of key then, but you could fly out of that.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
How much
along with a flavorful description.
Of course.
How much move would it be to get out of there?
It would take him a double move.
Action-wise? A double move? Okay, in that case, I can get out using Draconic Leap. So.
Yeah, I can't get in or out.
I can't move at all.
I mean, getting in is not really the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I will fall, but then I will continuously fall when climbing out. So.
Could you just climb down there?
What you would do in Minecraft is turn the floor to slime, so you bounce back out again.
Or dig a stairway. But...
Did anyone bring a trampoline, is what you're asking, Sheep?
This substance you're currently standing in, Leon, does not seem to be very bouncy.
I mean, we can maybe attach.
Are we lucky that it's not like flammable, or we'd have like a fire down there forever?
You'll basically have to lower me down and then pull me up again.
In retrospect, it's very good that whenever you set the initial spark onto the ladder, that it didn't travel all the way down, and like so then you all have to stand in the 4 feet of fire.
Wait for it to burn, like. Yeah.
Also, I'm just saying, Geráck, if you want us to pull us back up, you're not wearing your armor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can take the armor off. That'll help.
Yeah, take the armor off. We attach the rope somewhere, and then it should at least be plausible for you to get back out of that hole.
Where would you attach the rope to?
That's the question.
All of us.
I mean, one idea is
the handle on the door here.
Right to the rung.
You could attach it to the door. Yes.
Attach it to this door. Or then, I mean, either way we're good.
Sure, let's attach the rope to the door. Oh, God. And Geráck will start removing his armor, I guess.
Okay.
Well, while that, Dwohurim will levitate down, plop his boots, good and well in it, and then flap again.
Oh, okay. So Dwohurim flies out, and Leon stays down there. Okay.
Okay. I guess Tempus will need to climb down.
Am I supposed to fly out?
I mean,
we may have to be there all at once.
Yeah, we have to be there all at once.
No, then if that's the interpretation, I'll just not do it yet.
It's a safer interpretation.
Stay up and help Geráck first.
Yeah.
It's a safer interpretation.
Tempus will start climbing down, I guess, since that's really the only option he's got.
Okay. Give me a dexterity-based skill check. This will not be an easy one, as you are attempting to grip onto the very slick ladder, these metal rungs, and somehow keep your grip with your boots and your hands as you make your way down.
Silly question beforehand. Is the first rung, is it grabbable, while Tempus is still up here? Is, the first one right at the top?
Yes.
Okay. This is a bit bizarre, but Tempus has a few gloves in his thing. Can you find any that gives him a little bit more grip, just trying different types of cloth to see if it'll maybe...
Sure, maybe you, picked up, some Glimmer's gloves at the time, and this is gonna be fucking dumb. I'm never gonna need this kind of shit. I'm never gonna go fucking mountain climbing. I'm an urban guy.
Basically, yeah, he's just trying different types of gloves to see if any... It's assortment. It's
sure,
not as if
the difficulty for you will be lowered.
Okay. Tempus, tries on the gloves, takes off some of the heavier pieces of equipment and leaves them up here since Geráck's doing the same thing.
Alright.
Just basically just chunks of metal, pieces of parchment. He's taking off his cloak, which might be a bit cumbersome. And he'll start descending. And I'm trying to think of a background that'll help him with climbing.
I don't think you've got one that applies.
Nah.
In the Survivor the Dwarven games, we had to scale the aggro crack.
Well, now that you mention that, Grimith, well...
Oh, shit.
So 5 plus 5. Yeah.
No, that is a failure. That is a not a catastrophic failure due to your insight, but that is pretty bad all the same. As Tempus loses his grip and goes plummeting. Probably, I'd say, a good 50-ish feet. Let me go ahead and check my environmental damage section.
By any chance, does water at the bottom break the fall at all?
It's a water. Well, you would know fairly well as a man of science that it would just hurt more as you crash into the liquid, especially because there's a floor like 4 feet beneath that. So that's definitely gonna hurt as well. That's a good point. There is that floor right there now, isn't there? Yes. With that in mind, that should totally be that. Yes. Tempus is very fortunate and only takes 14 points of damage as he goes sailing down, 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 and lands with a thud on his side.
Look out!
Leon steps to the side as you come down.
The liquid doesn't splash all that much.
Welcome.
Tempus takes a while to get out of the water since Tempus is a Forgeborn. Gets up.
Yes.
At least I'm not the only one who made a lovely trip.
Yes, falling at it, you were definitely submersed in it. It is all over every inch of your clothing and your skin.
Tempus just slowly lifts his head. He's sitting down. He's not trying to climb up. He kind of got an idea of listening to Leon try and slide around the bottom. Just looks up at Leon. Ow.
Well, that's those 3 down.
Is that one of your gears out of place? Points to a gear at the bottom.
I will wish you good luck from up here, Geráck. But I do not want you to fall on top of me.
Alright then. Geráck will move over here and then grab the rope and try
Slides to this side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll climb down using the rope instead of the slick, ladder things.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity-based skill check.
Yeah. Background for this. Strength training as a student of the Blessed Halls, climbing ropes.
It's not your strength that's mattering here so much as your ability to, unless say you want to, completely dangle in the midair. The problem with that is that the rope is pressing and rubbing against the sides, too. You want to make sure that doesn't fray.
Yeah, that's the problem. So...
Take some
I mean,
oil.
rope.
This then.
You can always take some of the lubricant from the rungs as well.
Tempus, move out the way!
The rope snaps.
Yeah.
It is completely frayed against the edge. The moment Geráck puts his boots down there, he doesn't even get part the way down. That is a full thudding crash. All the 80 feet. The Dwarf Paladin completely plummets and leaves a slight indentation in the floor as he crashes into the thick-like substance down at the bottom. The half end of the rope that he's got falling down and thunking him upside the head.
Geráck, you owe me a new rope.
Geráck is just laying face down in the water for the moment.
I wouldn't say he owes you a new rope. You've now got 5 feet of rope and
I wanted to go
75
to
feet
the
of rope.
farm!
Well, I'm going to assume that Leon, of course, left his equipment up here, including all the rope, right?
I didn't
I
say
think
that,
I have
no.
time enough to
That was
down,
the rope.
grab it, and throw it up again if need be.
You now have a length of rope that goes from here to here.
That's
You can
useful.
find another rope on there.
I mean, I have a total. Right, we have a total of 200 feet of rope. Once I fly back up, I can just reduce rope.
Yeah, you could fly up with the rope as well, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. So Aurelia doesn't need
Not
to
a
take out that.
No,
Aurelia is-
drive.
Yeah, Aurelia
Geráck
is then just going to not exactly use the ladder as much as the walls next to it, kind of sliding down the wall, occasionally trying to grip on or occasionally gripping onto the slick parts of the ladder, not exactly to climb the ladder, but just to slow herself just enough that she
Slapping the
essentially
surface,
slides down.
catching handholds, and using other maneuvers, Aurelia makes her way down without any trouble. And as Geráck stands up, from up above, as all 5 of you are down there, you hear a click.
Well, let's get up again.
Yes.
This thing
Tempus can't help
ends.
but laugh.
I'm on a timer here.
Take the
Dwohurim
rope.
floats back up.
I'll grab the rope and fly back up.
Geráck
Well,
will tie
And I
one
will
end to himself.
step here,
Okay?
and that means the spell's ended. So
Yes, it has to be a very ginger step. Your feet do seem as if they want to whoop right out from under
he thinks he'll take off his boots right now,
you. There you go. Not a problem then.
and like put them over here. And then be
Don't
like,
stand
careful,
up
it's
where
pretty slippery when you get up here.
Don't stand anywhere near
Well,
there.
more like
Yes.
there. And then
Yes,
he took it off and carried
Yes, it is worth noting that being slippery at all in a stressful situation and rolling poorly is going to result in bad consequences.
Well, nope. Can you like,
I'm entirely slippery.
can you
to my
like
fault.
wipe them off with like a blanket? Something can be wiped off?
It does not seem as if the water-like substance goes away so easily by rubbing it with a blanket. It's like almost like the blanket just goes whoop.
Man, this is like the best polishing ever.
So the question here is, how do we weaponize this?
Well,
Yeah, I
the
was
issue,
thinking.
the
You
issue
pour it
right
on the
now,
floor
Leon,
and then slip things everywhere. It's like grease in a
Literally just-
bottle.
I just
literally.
have to say, due to what's happened, both me and Greg are gonna have a hard time holding our weapons.
that's
Speaking
Oh
of
my God.
bottles, can Aurelia take like a vial of this stuff, like a big vial?
Like a jug.
What's the
Barrel.
point? Have we got any empty wine bottles?
Just
Yes,
slips out of the bottle.
multiple.
You know, that is something that it does.
Try to fill it. Just
Let's see. I have 7 wine glasses
incredible surface
and
tension.
two empty bottles.
Well, what we do is we use a wine glass to take some and then pour it gingerly into the bottle.
God damn you, living dungeon! Let me make a profit off of something.
Or
Let's
just
sell
put
you
them under the
lubricant.
surface and then close it there instead of filling them out.
People are gonna completely trust the adventurer sort of brand lubricant.
Adventure brand.
What is it? Oh, just some goop we found in a living dungeon. I mean, fuck knows.
I mean, you could collect feasibly like a. I mean, if you want to collect wine bottles of it, sure, and make sure to like keep it like tilted like as upright as you possibly can before you cork it or close it.
I mean, who knows when that's gonna come in useful? Keep it until we forget about it, and then one day.
So
Keep
your
it until
backpack
Grimith
breaks.
forgets about it.
So let me just add that to my sheet. 2 bottles of dungeon lubricant.
At some point, we were running up a stair, and someone's following us. Drop that thing on the stair, and you'll have a nightmare for whoever's following us.
Well, then what if you want to go back down?
Well, then we can't.
Well, I mean, you could.
And then we take a plank of wood and go down with style.
Okay, let me just reach in my backpack and pull out my plank of wood.
Sort of a Legolas thing with riding a shield while shooting a bow.
Yes. Oh God. Why did it? I don't like that now. Yes. Okay. Well, Dwohurim's back up. Yes, you could like
Yep.
mend the 2 pieces of rope back together.
Mint. That's what I do.
Well, Aurelia doesn't need rope though.
Yes.
Aurelia,
She can use a key point and fucking like springboard herself.
she will essentially concentrate for just a second, and then almost do the same thing she did while sliding down, kind of jumping from wall to wall, slowing herself down to jump back up again.
You know.
Jumping on top of a wall,
You know,
onto a
Aurelia's
wall,
having an
sliding
easier
down a
time with
bit.
these obstacles than Thomas did.
Oh, yes.
I remember what happened to Thomas.
Almost would have grumbled all the way while falling down like Geráck did.
Alright, Aurelia is out.
Oh, oof.
And then there was 3.
Well, I'm sorry to say that I'm afraid I have a way out of here as well. So it's just gonna be the 2 of you in a second.
I
for it.
certainly hope that Leon doesn't have the like whatever he had attached to him. He's leaving.
I had all my stuff. I didn't say I got rid of it.
Yes.
Take the rope, everything.
He just fucking takes the rope, leaves Geráck.
This was the plan to deliver Tempus to the dwarves all the time.
Geráck's like, first fucking beetles, now this shit, motherfucking wanted to fight things, why can't we fight?
Fargus really missed a lot.
Yes, these
You
are
know what
Yeah.
Fargus would have done here? He would have turned into a
Into a
fucking
bird
bird
that's
again.
flown up.
Yep.
That solves all of our problems. It's amazing.
Oh god. He would have.
Yeah, Draconic Leap.
Okay.
Fly.
Leon uses his daily and somehow gets enough surface tension. You know, Aurelia will notice that I think she might be barefoot or like her boots. Like, you know, you were standing in like 4 feet of that.
She has sandals.
She disengages
Fucking
with the
twig.
ground.
They are already slippery, so now they're even more slippery.
Yes. But of course it went up your legs and it got under your thighs as well. You know, it's over
I have it
meter.
like I have it all over all my stuff.
Yes, yes. It's over a meter deep of liquid.
Geráck will also be easier to pull up then, since you just slide along the wall.
You know? If you
Just
guys
don't
got
get
enough
slippery
strength
enough
up
that the
there.
rope can't hold you.
Yes, it can.
And don't get the rope slippery.
Well, like his
As Tempus looks at Geráck, you know, both
like his half of it got slippery because it fell right after him.
I mean, I've mended it together. Tempus, make sure to bind him very well. Because he's going to have to climb up, and then he can fall and hang in the rope, and then he'll have
Alright.
to...
We can have this one be strength-based for you, Goger, as you're trying to somehow, like, forcibly apply your strength to, like, make enough friction with your hands. Your
Tempus
slippery
will also
hands.
try and tie it, you know, sound around Geráck, you know, under his arms, so at least, you know, there's a bit of leverage. Get it under a few joints of armor, make sure it's in the soft areas, you know, just to try and tie it around.
Alright, you can make a strength-based skill check with a +5 bonus, which will counteract the DC 25
The-
skill check you need to make.
Before they begin
Alright.
climbing, Dwohurim would like to just sort of try the door. Does it open inwards?
It
That'd be really dumb.
opens... I haven't determined. Let me go ahead and do that. It opens outwards.
Oh, good. Because he falls and just smacks into the floor again. Not help any.
Alright. So, here we go. Oh, well.
Yes, Geráck is able to, with the sheer power of his dwarven forged muscles, force enough grip in his super slick hands to climb up the 80 feet of rope and return to this ground.
Tempest looks up
Don't
and
slip.
just thinks, you know, now would have been a brilliant time for me to turn into a box when he could have lifted me up.
Now would be a terrible time for you to turn into
That was it.
Be
Now
left
would
down
be
here.
a terrible time. And Tempest sort of looks at
He says
the
that as he
box.
slow.
Well, it'd be a real dick move if I were... Everyone looks down there. Well, Aurelia, you can fly.
Oh,
How does
Tempest
Tempest?
sort of
Tempest want to climb rope?
sloshes- He sloshes over to one of the rungs, looks up. You know, I don't really have much of a choice here.
You have rope or rungs. Take your choice.
Both?
You could do both.
Tie me up with rope, pull me up, and I'll grip onto those rungs as I climb.
Sure.
You know,
Well,
throw the rope down to you.
Especially with Goger's, or Geráck's strength here. We'll give you a +5 bonus to the, we'll say to the strength check you're gonna have to make, Gryph.
Dwohurim puts his boots in his backpack, now wearing the woolen socks he has under them.
Yes, it is,
Prepares for the splash sound of Tempest.
and there's going to be a struggle to somehow apply enough force and friction to get your ass out of here with this thick, water-like substance completely covering your body.
So, what was that? I get a 5 bonus because
Yes,
of Geráck?
you get a +5 bonus. You know, you got the rope and the ladder, and you've got Superman Geráck over there with his strong muscles and his 32 on a skill check.
And Tempest sort of, you know, looks. He tries to slosh off as much of the goop off of him as possible. Like, if his upper half, basically, his hands, he's just trying to shake it off.
Yes. Because that got all over Tempus, too. He fell down. More gracefully than the Paladin did, but he still fell down.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't have the plate armor. like you just like had cover that and then like a weapon hits you and just glides right off.
Oh god.
And Tempus starts to climb.
Okay. Give me a skill check. That, I say, will with the rope and the ladder. Yeah. Tempus will just be able to barely get himself out of the hole.
And yet I'm the one that's the slowest one out of there, Tempus says, looking over, and eventually he actually slides and slams into the wall as he gets out.
Let's open this door and get out of this room.
Your door opens, revealing
We'll grab.
Yes, go ahead. You want to put your armor
Grab
back
all
on?
of our stuff. Yep.
Whoa!
Oh, Jason.
Sup?
And we'll reveal a sight that some of your characters, 3 of them, have seen before. The final hallway leading down to the staircase there. You, whenever you first traveled through here, you came outside of this door. Now you've come out of this one. And there's still 3 other doors yet to explore.
What you're saying is you have to do an epic run up here after this.
Heroic. Oh, I mean, I suppose we just... Right?
I don't know.
Let's, I mean, I don't
together.
think there's that many options, though, so let's just...
No. All these doors would be humming, unless you, like, want to go back into the living dungeon instead of progressing.
I'm good.
We're good. Let's...
Now, this would be where I asked a question. We spent so much time with your character roleplay at the start as you guys were talking about the ideas that you wanted to handle with Creel in the boat. Down below, you might get into a combat situation. And I know that we're getting close to the 5-hour mark of our session. If we leave it here, your characters will be in stasis. You won't level, like I thought you would. You're going to basically be right in this position as you're trying to walk and not glide down the stairs. We can leave it here. Okay.
I have had a lot of fun this session. I mean, the roleplay's been a bit of fun. We've had a bit of a chuckle and laugh. Kind of at our character's expense.
It's not an accusation or anything. It's just that I hadn't thought that so much time would be spent discussing Creel at the beginning. I thought that had been done beforehand. So we can leave it here, or we can proceed. And if we get into a combat, then we got into a combat.
I say we finish it, but...
I say we leave it here. There's stuff to do tomorrow as well.
On the one hand, it sucks that we have yet another week to wait on our awaited level up. On the other hand, we are already past stopping time, and I'm not feeling too well, to be quite honest.
Let's not push it.
Crash.
I'm up in 6 hours anyway, and it's like,
Okay.
You know,
I'm the only one, I
the
think.
faster we get to level 10, the faster this campaign will end.
he raises a point.
It's more effective for us to not level.
Yes, when I offered the counter argument that you guys could have leveled up to level 6 last session if you got your final level, what I heard was, "Damn it! Fuck! We should have fought."
It's fine. I'm happy with the session. I like the Dungeon of Creel.
Alright, in that case, that is a majority vote then for putting a pause here as your players trying to regain and re-equip your stuff and not slip on the damn floor.
Slide down the stair and like fall in a big pile down in his room as he just collapses slowly.
And Creel just sort of tilts his head and just...
Excuse me? How did you get in here again? Look at you.
This is awesome. I love this.
Flopping
So yes,
everywhere.
I did not change the map. I didn't redesign, although I did change some, parts or challenges as we have transitioned from Adventure Tier to Champion Tier. Those rooms were the same rooms that existed whenever you last came into the Living Dungeon of Creel.
I still like the dungeon.
I like the dungeon as well. The one reason I'm so excited for this because we had a lot of fun last time we went into the dungeon. So. And we had it again.
Yes. We won't have to wait 2 weeks for next session. I had content and material prepared after this because I thought that you guys might finish with the Living Dungeon and then make it back to the boat.
I actually have something to remember. I'm actually not going to be in my house on Tuesday next week.
Not at all?
I'm actually going to be in the Highlands for Tuesday.
Highlands.
Well, at least Tempus didn't turn
So he
into
pubifies
a
on the
fucking
stairs.
Yeah, he didn't, he just, tumbles down the stairs like, Well, at least you didn't do that down there.
I actually half expect that is what Tempus will do, because he'll slide, and as he slides, he just transforms into the box.
It's
and
like it's protecting itself from the fall.
Everyone beware. Creel is going to be
dunk,
one tough bastard. We're going to need...
Can I make a skill check to
God
catch him
damn
before
it,
he rolls
Tempus!
down?
Every time we're going to fight some important battle, you just...
You can try, Leon, but if you fail, you might go falling right after him.
So, Creel, if you get the powerful,
I like that
rare
idea.
Tempus Malleator in your dungeon, then many people will come trying to claim him.
I don't think I have a background relevant to catching falling Tempuses.
No, and you're pretty slick too, so this would definitely be a dexterity-based skill check.
Sure. Nope. Whee!
That is a failure for quite a bit as well. Leon can have an extra 14 points of damage. Oh, you're 14, bros. As Leon goes tumbling down the fucking stairs.
Whee!
What a great start to next session.
I got Tempus at least.
So, guys, it's someone who didn't get hurt in that darkness room. What was going on there?
We literally our eyes got attacked by psychic bugs.
As I doubt you will be tricked by that trap again. The conditions for that were to take a certain amount of damage or create a light within 1 round. If all of you had taken the damage, the door would have opened.
Create a light within 1 round.
But yes, basically you have to, in order for, the damage to stop, you have to, your mind has to submit and you create a light. If all of you had taken the damage together, the door would have opened, just like that. The darkness only needed to last for a round.
Well, you know.
I liked our creative way of solving it.
Yes.
Backpacks and whatnot.
I thought that was cool too. I thought about it. And you could have disarmed it, but it was extremely difficult. And yes, that trap was not one I changed from the last time you guys went through. That was just as damn hard.
I just like the idea. It's a case of with the creative thought. It's a case of, so what happens if I put myself in a dark spot? Just seal me in a sleeping bag.
That's
Nothing.
science at work, collecting empirical evidence to try to find out how it works.
Yes.
What I think my favorite bit is what I have in my character sheet.
Yes, as a matter of fact, with the path that you guys chose, the only thing I altered was the riddle or the logic puzzle you had in Tranquil Murder. Which, Sheep, with his German science, dismantled.
I was on his heels, but not quite as fast.
I just
I was slowly calculating it, but it would have taken me 10-20 minutes.
Makes me a little sad that you don't try, Gryph.
I did try. It's just a case I did say, well, what happens if this person only saw blue?
I do not like puzzles or riddles in general, but as it's thematically appropriate for this living dungeon and for some of the past, I offered it. It's like whenever you guys went into the fucking room with the price of failure.
Well, that's what we can brand it as, Sheep. We'll sell it to the blue.
Oh my.
We'll get you to sell
it works either way, doesn't it?
Lubricant so powerful it can even affect a dragon.
Yeah.
Just watch the dirt slide off those
Why
lovely
drag
scales.
when you can glide?
You just see the dragon just taking like a sort of a paint me pose sliding across the room.
Might be a drag-on when you could be a glide-on.
Yes, and there are still rooms that you folks, of course, have never gone into. And
I'm sure we'll come here again.
Well, I mean, you guys
When I
certainly
we
didn't have
captured
that
this
attitude
place and I
last time.
joined it up to Hermes Hall as a side wing.
That's seriously.
A literal trophy room.
That's pretty awesome how you did that. I just can't wrap my head around the maths and the logic puzzle. It just doesn't compute.
Yes.
Well, there wasn't any math involved in that particular puzzle. It was you write down what you got in a readable format, and then suddenly you're like, Cesar saw 8 birds in total, and 8 of those were blue,
Yes,
and then the rest just falls into
I will
place.
post the work that I personally did to fact check my own logic puzzle.
I mean, that's also how you can make them, right? You just sort of make a thing and then you
Yes.
reverse engineer it with sentences.
Yes, Sheep had the right idea. Manaki was caught on some of the language, which I found out I was like, really? I was like, God damn it, I thought I made it clear. Fuck. Damn my
Well-
native English speaker nature, and then Sheep swoops in and
Half-
saved the day, and I'm like, thank you.
Half of these damn puzzles are always like, oh, but you
You know-
didn't know the English language well enough. And the other half is like math.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
Well,
it's like,
I'll tell you now,
that's
me
the
and
worst
Dark,
kind. That like, look at the little word thing we did.
I'm sure I can speak maybe for Dark, but chances are you guys probably know English better than us.
In a way, perhaps, but not as fluently.
I will not say that. I'm a fucking
For the very first
Grandmaster.
puzzle, I think I specifically complained about the fact that the misunderstanding wouldn't have happened in German because we have two words for the two different meanings.
That was not the first one. You successfully completed the first one. It was
Oh yeah,
the
for
second
the
one.
second one, yeah.
Yes, which was let me check. I think
Something
I-
about animals
you guys-
speaking.
Yes, it was
and I
it
don't
was an
even-
animal thing. I do think I still have the orb that contained that puzzle. Flynn, the livestock merchant, has 6 cows, 4 pigs, and 3 chickens. Braddock, the livestock merchant, has 5 cows, 3 pigs, and 5 chickens. How many of Flynn's animals can say they are the same animal as Braddock's?
And I was like, none!
Animals
None!
cannot talk, and I think the answer you guys gave was all of them, and then the fucking price of failure activated.
Like,
That
I was
was-
trying to say... Like, I remember I was trying to say none of them. And then,
But-
of course, I was...
But we're in
psyched
a
out.
world of magic. How do we know that cows can't talk?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't play
druids
magic
can
now.
talk to them, right?
Fargus would have been like, well, all of them, of course.
I speak to them, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm a cow."
Yes. And then of course, there was the riddle that you guys first had in there that you solved, and then you had the Mr. Green, Mr. Red, Mr. Blah Blah Blah, which was the original riddle for the murder room. So I put a new riddle in it since you guys went there. I had to restock it.
Oh, Creel.
Not riddle, yes.
These riddles.
Love puzzle. Seeing as how I'm the one making this shit, like it's not my natural habitat, and I'm like, fuck this.
Google good riddles.
I would not put in anything that someone could just easily Google and get the answer for.
I don't think anyone would try, but
Are you kidding me? I don't trust
No.
players. I would probably try. Don't
I
give
trust my players intrinsically.
don't give me a puzzle or a riddle.
No, I will, and I'll make them myself.
You can trust
Which means
that.
it'll
much
be
of me.
absolutely impossible.
You say independent thought. Yes.
But if I tried to make some sort of word thing, it'd probably just be me who understood it wrong. Is the thing.
So yes, I'm glad that you folks, despite your failing health and sickness, enjoyed your trek through most of the living dungeon of Creel.
Yeah, look at how friendly he's been. He hasn't even like turned up the notches yet.
It might be because we brought different people with us. Who knows?
Maybe he's just really sad.
Well, what you have to keep in mind though is that he is technically a dungeon master.
Yeah.
And what's the thing that pissed off dungeon masters do? Rocks fall, everyone dies.
But that would mean self-destruction.
Yeah, maybe he'll do that out of spite.
Some people have done that before. If I can't have it, no one can.
He'll be like, you fucking solved all my puzzle. Now it takes me 2 years to think of new ones. Oh,
Like, well,
no,
we'll be your
the
puzzle
worst.
masters.
Hey,
He's like, that
there is
sounds
still a
like
path left.
great idea. People love puzzles.
I will go ahead and state for certainty. I will remove some of the magic. There is a total of 4 rooms. No. Actually, no, hell, shit. There's 6. 6 rooms you have not seen on this floor.
Including the super awesome treasure room. Which we haven't found. The secret treasure room.
Oh shit, yeah, that was a hint of that one, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
there was a secret treasure room, but we haven't found it.
It's
probably that one.
You guys
Look,
also
lights.
did not encounter the impossible gauntlet, which still has the metagame note of it can kill your characters, as you were warned about the last time.
I was looking out for it.
Yeah,
was looking
there's
at
like
the impossible
awesome treasure room somewhere. Where there's like stuff in there.
1, 2,
That's at the end of the impossible gauntlet.
Probably the
4,
same
5,
thing.
6. Yep, 6 rooms you guys didn't see on this floor.
Oh, okay, I can count this one, this one, this one, this one. So I keep 4. And 5. Okay.
5, yes. That's 5 out of the 6. So you know where they are. Except for the last one.
I'm gonna
Here.
ask Creel to show us them. I'm sure he'll be happy to.
That room that you pointed to, actually, even though I know you couldn't see it in the black, was actually one that you guys went into.
It was the pit, wasn't it?
No, it was above the pit. It was the one that Leon saw with his religious knowledge.
Yes.
Yes, but good job, folks. You guys can take another fucking incremental advance if you want. This was a successful session, technically.
I'll take it.
I can't pick anything else.
I'll get hit points.
I'll take the extra magic
Actually,
item.
hit points is almost too much of a bother to calculate.
What? No! Take them, goddammit.
Alright, I'll take it.
Yes.
I guess I have another power slot,
Multiclass,
everyone,
it's
because
really
I don't have
annoying.
skills.
Why?
Like,
I
I
don't have
considered
power, so I
I
have
get
to
like
take extra magic item.
half of wizards plus half of.
Oh, I see.
How do I calculate this again?
So you have to, like, spend 5 minutes calculating
like-
it or something?
That.
But I did say in the chat 2 weeks ago after like our last session that I was gonna convert more to the book's idea of after every session, which is successful, which this would count. You guys can get an incremental advance. I thought you were on the doorstep of level 6, but no. Now you're on the doorstep of
For
level
hit-
Never knocking.
For hit points, Dark, we do it's like between the two modifiers, right?
Yes, it is between the two.
So I get like 6.5 plus
Correct.
con mod timed level
Well, not times
times level
level,
modifier.
because the multiplier isn't level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the modifier for the level.
Okay, so 6 plus con mod is 10.
Yes.
6.5.
Of course, we need a full heal up before we can take advantage of if we get power slots, which is just like a real list.
10, so 10.5 times 10.
Oh, guys,
5?
it's been a pleasure. I'm up
Yes.
for more than 6
It's been
hours.
5 hours. You guys can go ahead and disperse off. Run off into the fields and play.
Yay,
Yeah, of
play
course.
time!
Run off to the fields at 1 at night, sure.
Why not?
It's
I mean,
cold.
I've gone for a jog. I've gone for a jog at this time.
Yeah,
People never think I'm
into
creepy
the
when I'm out
fields.
at night like that.
It's not cold here.
Well, no. You
People
don't
like
live in
look at
Scandinavia.
the big bearded man in the middle of the night,
What?
then they leave.
They won't be looking.
Whatever they're doing, they will leave.
I mean, that just means you aren't frolicking hard enough. So
Yeah,
if they're still
I'm not-
suspicious of you,
When
you
that's
it's
need
time
to
to
frolic
frolic,
harder.
you will frolic hard.
Come on, dance with me in the street.
Andrew WK
I'm sure
sings
that would help.
frolicking.
Oh, God.
You frolic
Get like
all night.
taken
all
by
night,
disturbing the
you frolic.
peace.
So let's get a frolic going.
That's how the revolution starts. Man arrested for frolicking.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Bad.
And in less than some amount of time, there's going to be another tabletop game.
I know. I have like 4 this week.
Jesus, you do.
It's insane, and I have 3 reports to do in
Oh, yeah.
both days. It's crazy.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday,
I
Saturday.
have so
Oh,
much stuff to do. It's completely mad.
Dark is in the fucking same boat.
Let's
I have 5. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Oh,
Friday, Saturday.
You
On the other hand,
fucking
admittedly, my Monday class got cancelled.
I've only got
My Monday class got cancelled though.
I thought 3 was enough, man.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do 4 on a regular basis. I can certainly I feel it.
Thankfully,
Really?
it's only an epilogue on Saturday.
Yeah, I got to prepare for that though. Like
true.
today was great because we were going to a new place. I can't really I reasonably don't need to prepare.
Yes.
No. But I have Thursday where I don't have to go to uni, so
And in this session as well, of course, you guys are pretty much left on a cliffhanger note where you maybe are not able to prepare that much because you don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
Ajax is the new leader of the dungeon, Creel. Hello.
you know at this point I'd
It's-
almost be
it's-
happy
it's-
just to like see I told you.
But what if it's Ravinger?
Then we'll defeat him and take him back in one of those cages. Won't that be great?
We got him from the living dungeon!
Living dungeon. Ask him. He's the heart of the living dungeon. There you go.
Fuck.
That's gotta be worth a lot.
Fucking brilliant.
No.
He's like, oh, fuck you guys, really?
I'm glad you folks enjoyed your
Let's
time.
let me go again.
And I am pleased that we've gotten to see so much non-combat stuff in this session too. I do like it. I do like offering non-combat as options, as reminders that it doesn't have to be combat. I do also end up like noting with glee that you guys choose combat because every time you do non-combat.
I rolled 4s and 2s and 1s, and I actually do that in combat as well very often.
Yes.
I love that though. It's also like that climb check was probably one of my best possible skill check I could have made almost, and then 2.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a little like the rowboat, like, we're adventurous heroes, you're amazing, and then suddenly we can't row a fucking boat into a harbor.
We're
Like,
fucking
God
champions
damn.
here, motherfuckers.
We're
God
so
damn it.
goddamn inept compared to normal people. What's wrong
You
with
know my
us?
scary thing?
What do we
What I'm
do?
still scared of. What I'm scared about is we're gonna hit epic tier, and the same thing's still gonna happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. We were like, so climb over the like little fence around this yard, and we we're
Yes.
like, I just cannot.
Your epic tier skill check DCs, like all the skill check DCs, like tend to be around like levels of 5. Although the book says you can fudge it if you really want to. I just like it for convenience. For a normal task in an epic tier environment, the DC is 25. For a hard task, it's DC 30, and for a ridiculously hard task, it's DC 35.
Yeah, good fucking luck rolling that.
Great.
Yes.
Like, think about it. We only get like +3 more than we have right now.
Yep.
And the DCs will go up by so much. But you know, epic tier characters don't have to be in epic tier environments.
They don't have to be, no.
We can hang out in Newport still, which is like adventure tier, and just be like super badass there.
It is,
Or we could go to like at the inside of a volcano and suck. You know,
Newport is definitely a champion tier environment.
Oh,
It does have some adventure tier areas.
we can
but,
go to Foghaven and have
That is
adventure
an
stuff.
adventure tier
Then we can
environment.
wreck everyone.
Yes, back to Foghaven.
In campaign.
We have
back to-
returned.
I was
Remember,
curious when Manaki brought.
peasants. You killed a
Manaki brought up going
man.
to the Lich Count. Manaki, when you meant going back to like Lich Count Zaza's place, and my mind kind of just like, I wonder if Grim was prepared for that.
If you guys had went that
I
direction,
don't know anything about him.
then we would have gone in that direction.
But maybe, I mean, right now at this point, Creel has really been very reasonable. So maybe he'll be cool, you know, with
We'll see.
being like promising not to move closer.
You will have to find out next session
Yeah,
without
it's
Tempus Malleator.
It's exciting.
And as Leon is tumbling down the stairs.
Well, we can trade Tempus for him leaving, right? As I said, many people want to capture Tempus. If he's here, then they'll come here to capture.
There actually is a
Creel
slight
could be Tempus's defender. It's good for both of them.
there actually is a slight possibility that I won't be here next session either, but I think I will be.
It's like
I'm going to Gothenburg to see a concert, but I think I'm going the day after, so it will be fine, but not 100% sure.
Okay. If that's the case, then we probably won't walk down the stairs, and we'll take a side trip to see what other people are doing in the universe. And the players who
Side
do
characters?
attend, yes, and the other players, they'll get a bonus for being here.
Another incremental advance.
That
I guess
would
I
nor-
can have another magic item now. I hope I get one before
wait,
we're done
what?
with this
Side trip?
battle.
that would be
What
my
is-
typical reward. But considering this, we'll see.
It's
We'll see
kind
how
of
it goes.
devaluated at this point when we have like 7. Or however many we are,
You
man.
know, maybe.
Why are we taking a side trip?
Maybe.
If Sadis isn't here,
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
if Goger's
then
not here, it
we'll
would
each
only be
make
free
another
players.
character, and then we'll
I'm pretty sure I
Have
will
a
be here, but
character.
yeah.
Oh, Minion Quest.
yeah, basically. Then we'll be recruiting for the Black Fang, and because we metagame, we'll try to recruit the most useless people.
or we could play Theraptus's underlings hunting for Auxilia.
And he's super mad constantly.
Yes,
And we
you
just
could-
fuck
then
up
you could learn
everything.
some hidden truths about Auxilia that maybe you could have learned last session.
Fucking druid. Should've just-
I had to mention that just to see how she.
Why don't you like the druid?
Because he's useless, and we could have gained information from
What?
the dragon.
He gave us like he helped us with that storm. And we
Oh
were
great,
down
he
there.
pushed our ship for a bit. That's going to save that's
You know, I spent a relationship die 2 actually to
that's
get
going to
that.
save the world, I'm
that
sure.
was that was one.
Yeah, but I get one to get us there too.
That's true.
The Archmage.
That's true.
Safe travel is highly underrated, I think.
We can't aid the fucking dragon.
Yes, and I definitely did consider the possibility of what if they just attack these fucking elementals like straight up, just like fucking like throw like force bolt or force salvo. I'm like, well,
That would be a shitty use of a die.
like, well, they try.
We get another fight. So,
Oh god.
No, I probably would have done something ominous like, "Are you sure?"
everyone's trying to not pull the
Yes.
trigger too often.
You know, I like this. Leaving behind the violent approach.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's not what he wanted to be.
There was a huge part of me that was like, why aren't we shooting?
No, because they're maybe not bad people. Everything considered.
I mean, every experience we've had with Elemental so far has not been very good.
Well, now we have something to change that. If we
it-
want to be the good guys, we can't be the ones to always strike first.
It's also to help Manaki build his bridge to changing his relationship with the High Druid, as he mentioned he was thinking about.
Ours
doing.
can go down meanwhile.
No, he's
You all
think-
hate the High Druid now. Fucking druids! We give them too much leeway.
That's
Worse than the Lich King.
That's what Aurelia thinks. Like, fucking, we could have just gotten the information about Exilia. She's more important. Fuck the druid.
Kill them all. Help dragons to do it.
But that takes care of it. I hope our time together has been meaningful, and since I do have the material prepared, we will have a session next week. Either we continue the story of these player characters, or I'll find something else for you to do.
Give us all new magic items. Enormous power. Tremendous
Whirlwind
power.
time stasis.
Yes. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, I'd set you up with like a losing TPK situation so you could see the threat that's coming.
Oh, we'll see
But
you
our
next time,
characters
guys.
won't know, so we should just
Yes.
ignore it.
Yes.
Maybe we get to see what Thomas is up to.
That'd be interesting.
As he's in a losing TPK situation.
Yes, you've just written him into a losing TPK situation.
Oh no! It's all Satan's fault for not being here. These people wouldn't have died if he'd been here.
Yes, I just did that, YouTube.
Well, I don't want to, but I'm getting up in 4 hours, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Yes,
Tomorrow.
go.
Definitely tomorrow.
Leave. I guess I'll talk to you people tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.